Hey everyone, I hope you're having a good night. Welcome to the Creature of the Word video blog for Riley Bible Church. We're excited about getting this started. We got the books out this last week. Hopefully everyone that wants to be involved got one. What we wanted to do this week in the first video was just introduce the idea of our goals, how this is going to work, and what we're hoping to accomplish with it to God's glory. And so if you picked up the book Sunday, you may have started reading it, may not have. That's okay. We're not. There's no goals for this week as far as getting something read until next Tuesday when we have our first actual chapter discussion. So next Tuesday will be chapter 1, where we'll be back on here discussing. I will give my reactions to it. I'll take that first chapter and give my reactions. Try to answer and ask probing questions according to the material that's presented in that first chapter, and then just open it to you guys to either share comments here on this blog, on the YouTube channel, or on Facebook, or on the table, wherever you would like to share that, or in person. Hopefully it will start discussions in groups, in meetings of the body, wherever we're at. So that's how it will work. Each week a different person. We're hoping to involve several different people in different from different parts, areas of responsibility in the church, but then also folks in all different parts of the church, in all different walks of life, circumstances, getting their perspective. So next week, like I said, I'll be back for the first chapter discussion, and then the next chapter, chapter 2, Leonard has already agreed to do that discussion, and then each chapter after that, we're going to be asking different people to do exactly what I'm doing right now, as awkward and weird as it is, but to talk to a camera and record a discussion on the chapter for that week that was read the previous week, to discuss, give their impressions, and basically the idea is this will start discussions for everybody and get reflections going. The idea of the book, again, Creature of the Word by Matt Chandler, Josh Patterson, and the last guy, Eric Geiger, is to put it in boring terms, is a church audit. I guess I know they say it that way several times, is to do an honest audit of what we're doing and why we're doing it. I wanted to cheat and read a section from the conclusion of the book. It's not a chapter, it's just 2 pages in the back titled Conclusion, and I wanted to read a section out of that because it gives us a good idea of where he's going. So we're cheating looking at the conclusion before we read it, but I think this will help. It says this, it reads this way: regardless of a believer's view of eschatology, he holds to the conviction that Christ's church will prevail. His plans will not be thwarted. The gates of Hades will be pushed further and further back until people from every tribe, tongue, and nation are included in the glorious creature of the Word. And why will his church prevail? His church is built on the rock. The reality that he is the Christ. The church is formed on the gospel, God's righteousness given to us in Christ. The church finds her power in the gospel and penetrates the kingdom of darkness through the grace and mercy found in the gospel. So really, the book is focusing on that fact, that the church is founded and formed and continues to be formed on the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so if that is true, and I would say that we agree, and if you're sharing in this discussion and going through this book with us, then you agree, I'm sure, the same, that the church's foundation and continued sustenance is the gospel of Jesus Christ. If that's true, then we should be willing to take a look at ourselves and what we're doing as a church body. All our different programs and our different functions and events and roles and leadership roles and the things we do when we gather on Sunday morning or Wednesday night or in houses throughout the week. We should be willing to audit those things according to the gospel. Are these things tied? Are they formed? Are they directed by the gospel of Jesus Christ? Because if they're not, then it's something else, and we need to be willing to eliminate those things or to radically change them so that they do serve our purpose here. Because if not, then what is the point? So that's the focus of the book. Each chapter goes through a different look at a different part of the church. If you look at the chapters, he starts, chapter 1 next week is called A People Formed. So what is the church? Basically the basic definition of the church. And then it goes through chapter 2 is Creature Worships. That's Leonard will be taking that to look at our worship. How is that informed by the gospel, informed by it? The creature and communities next after that. The creature serves. How do we serve in the community, inside our community and outside of our community? How's that informed by the gospel? The creature multiplies our evangelism. Our church culture is next. Preaching the word. How's our preaching informed by that? Pulpit to preschool is chapter 8. And puberty 2, a look at our youth programs and how we're forming those, and to be forming those by the gospel. The Jesus-centered leaders after that. Jesus-centered flower committee after that. A look at our structures, our building. How does that serve? Jesus-centered contextualization, and then the last chapter is Jesus-centered ministry. The book is, I guess you could say, the major emphasis you could say is to leaders, if you wanted to qualify it that way, as far as someone like in my position. But we understand in our church that all are called to be leaders in the sense that all are to disciple, all are to be serving the body, all are to be leading others to Christ. And so in that sense, I think the book is going to be great for every individual. But then on the larger sense, our desire for it is really for it to be a blessing and a mirror for the church as a whole, that our community would stop and look at ourselves in the mirror of the gospel, and that this wouldn't be a one-time thing, a one-time event, the summer of 2013, that we stopped and looked at the mirror and never did again, but that it would be something that we made a habit of doing every year, every month, every week, that we're constantly, as we say, as we took from the Reformers, always reforming, always examining ourselves according to the Scriptures, of why we're doing what we're doing, who we are, why we're here, that everything would be served by that purpose. So I hope you will join along. I know this is another thing to add on top of many things that are already going on in your life, but I hope you'll take the book and go with us in each chapter. So the order will be, again, next Tuesday will be chapter 1's discussion, so it would be helpful in watching the video that is posted next Tuesday night that you have already read chapter 1. So that will be the goal. And then each Tuesday night after that, to be ready to listen to watch the video blog and to participate in communication purposely. Not to just to watch the video blog and then leave it at that, but then to purposely reach out to your brothers and sisters, either online, commenting, like I said, sharing the video, or one-on-one. Maybe it's just you and the person that you meet with for accountability or discipleship, the person that you see through the week that you purposely encourage and disciple. Talk about it with them. Get the conversation started, and let's have a community-wide conversation on the creature of the Word. That's us. That's our community. This, I think this will be a wonderful blessing. Looking forward to it. We'll see you again next Tuesday night. Have a great night and a great week. We'll see you later. Bye.